quickly out of the blocks and very quickly into the lead. Another flick from Sanchez. And now Walcott, who can run away from them. Flynn trying to buy him a bit of time. Ozil, It's splendid from Arsenal, and Manchester United in a real mess at the moment.
Arsenal rampant. United can't get near them.
Hello, you're welcome to the Oracle's prediction. My name is Ken Gaddafi. You call me the Oracle. And I'd like to start by saying Merry Christmas to all of you, especially the fan-loving Arsenal fans who have been following and been part of our programs all this while. And joining me today on today's edition is a Boxing Day, and there are lots of matches coming up on the EPL. Of course, Arsenal are not playing today because their game will be coming up later on Friday or on Thursday night. So we will still be predicting that. But joining me to look ahead of this week, midweek's predictions is no other person than the Italian-Russian Ivan Musto. Ivan, Merry Christmas once again.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yes. How was your Christmas yesterday, Ivan?
It was great. Just enjoying with my family.
Good. Well, no hangover?
No, I just had a lot of hangovers, so we went many places.
Yeah, but for the players, there is no hangover for the players. I'm sure they couldn't even eat a lot or drink a lot for the Christmas because today they are playing.
Definitely. The Boxing Day, so...
Yeah. Well, it's Boxing Day, but it's not going to be a box, but it's going to be on the field. And so we have a series of matches lined up for today, and I'm sure you guys are all looking forward and will be excited to look at the games that are coming up ahead. On the cards today, we have Tottenham Hotspur taking on Southampton. AFC Bournemouth will take on West Ham. Chelsea are at home to Brighton and Hove Albion. Huddersfield will be hosting Stoke City. Manchester United will be at home to Burnley, and Watford will face Leicester City. And last but not the least will be West Bromwich Albion, will be taking on Everton. And of course, like I did say, Arsenal's games will be coming up later. But before then, there will be a match on Thursday, which will be between Newcastle United and Manchester City. And finally, Arsenal will be taking on no other team other than Crystal Palace. It's a London derby at home. Crystal Palace will be at home and against Arsenal. Well, let's look at the Oracle's prediction for today. We will first of all talk briefly about some of the games that are coming up today. Congratulations, Ivan. You got 4 out of all the predictions last weekend. That was marvelous.
Just my intuition. That is so.
Yeah, I think you are beginning to become the oracle itself.
No, I cannot. I still cannot.
Yeah, no. Come on, you're doing great. It's great. Well, if you have been following our predictions, of course, we've gotten most of them right in terms of the win or the draw. Sometimes it's pretty difficult to get the scores right. But last weekend's prediction, Ivan Musto got 4 of the games absolutely spot on. So if you are looking towards taking for these games and trying to put your money on the line, then listen to Ivan Musto's prediction.
The same as the Oracle.
Okay, well, if you are just joining us, this is the Oracle's prediction right here on afon.ng. Don't forget, fabulous prizes coming your way this Christmas and New Year. So just log on to our website and click on the raffle, and you stand a chance to win the Arsenal t-shirt, jersey. You have the chance to win some fabulous prizes for yourself. We're giving out, of course, jollof rice. If it's amala you want to try, that's fine. We're giving you some vouchers to be able to eat very well this Christmas and New Year time. And most importantly, also, airtime, data bundles will be coming your way. Just click on the raffle and you have a chance. You stand a chance to win. Well, Ivan, let's before we talk about the Crystal Palace and the Arsenal game, let's look at the EPL generally. Of course, the runaway leader is Manchester City, but Chelsea drew, Man United drew, Arsenal drew, Tottenham, of course, they managed to win. But what's he saying? Manchester City pulling away completely.
Well, it's just for the battle for the second place, because now Man City have stretched the lead to 14 points. So it's going to be a very interesting battle now. I can say that Burnley have pulled out because that was a decisive match, but they still have chance. But for the second position now it's open. It's between Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham. So it's gonna be an exciting run for the last 3 Champions League spots.
Okay. Well, surprisingly, this is the first time I think in many years that the winner is already known at Christmas.
Well, it's just that this season Man City have put an incredible effort, an incredible organizational team effort, and Guardiola has done an amazing job. I mean, last season it was a disappointing season for them. Maybe it was a restructuring season. This season they are fully complete and just ready to destroy anyone who is standing on their way. So.
And this is why a lot of fans, Arsenal fans, are really not happy with Arsene Wenger. I mean, last season Conte for the first time came to the league. He won the title. Guardiola in his second season now is winning the title. I think 2 or 3 seasons ago, Pellegrini came to Manchester City, won the title. Is it really time for Arsene Wenger to make a bow?
Well, it is, but I mean, the choices are 2. He either finally invests a big amount of money on new players because Arsenal squad needs reinforcements, or he just quits and resigns, because that would be the best option for everyone, because Arsenal Football Club, they really need a change.
Yes, they really need a change, but before that change will come, we have to look at the match coming up this weekend. Well, it's on Thursday, and Arsenal will be playing on Thursday, and then they will play on the first again. You know, so that's 2 games in 3 days. So it's really going to be tough for them. So do you see Arsene Wenger coming up with changes to his squad following the 3-3 draw against Liverpool?
Well, I would say that he would do some changes, but I would say that he would mainly stick to the same formation. He opted against Liverpool, who are also fighting for the 4th position, the Champions League spot. So I would say that it's gonna be a tricky one for Arsenal.
Definitely, it's gonna be a tricky one. But looking back at the Liverpool game, Ivan, Arsenal they came back from 2 goals down, led at 3-2. But unfortunately, what happened, they just couldn't finish it off and win that match. That would have been a very great victory. Now, going into the game against Crystal Palace, what changes do you expect to see, or what are you looking forward to?
Well, I would expect maybe Sanchez to rest and opt for Giroud, who is in great shape. And I would see maybe some midfielders coming up. So I would say that there wouldn't be many changes, but maybe in attacking we would see Giroud in place of Sanchez.
Okay. Well, Arsenal taking on Crystal Palace. The last time they met, last season, it was really a tough game.
It was a 3-0 win.
3-0 win for Arsenal, and then that was
for Crystal
Palace. Crystal Palace. It was a 3-0 win. For Crystal Palace. But coming into this game, do you see Arsenal really fighting back and consolidating? Because right now the battle for the top 4 is really thick and thin.
It's very interesting to see what can Arsene Wenger put on today, because Crystal Palace have shocked Arsenal in the last meeting, and they're in great shape. They have not lost in 8 games. They have drawn and won a couple of games, so they're in great shape.
Good. Well, Crystal Palace are in great shape, and it's time now for us to put our neck on the line with the Oracle's prediction. Ivan Musto, put a score to it. Arsenal taking on Crystal Palace.
I would say that because Crystal Palace is really surprising everyone, beating Leicester away from home and like getting results against other teams. So I'm going for a 2-1 win for Crystal Palace. I'm sorry for all Arsenal fans, but I don't see Wenger pulling out anything.
Wow! This is coming very unusual for Ivan to go against Arsenal at this moment. And well, you're right. I agree with you. It's going to be a tough game. But I think for the first time, I will disagree with you that Arsenal will definitely win. Yes, this is a game that Arsenal wants to win. Crystal Palace struggled at the beginning of the season, but they've stabilized themselves. They've pulled through some wins, and with the form of Benteke, I think it's going to be a really tough one for Arsenal defense. So, well, I will be going for Arsenal win too, but I want to reverse your own result. So, as Ivan is going for a 2-1 win for Crystal Palace, but the Oracle is saying 2-1 for Arsenal. Well, don't be surprised. Crystal Palace may score first, but I see Arsenal coming back and winning this game. So, I'm going for 2-1. Well, that's the Oracle's prediction for today. Don't forget, join us in our usual Oracle's prediction coming up this weekend, and also be part of our other shows. And like I said earlier on, log on to www.affon.ng, click on the raffle, and you stand a chance to win some fabulous prizes this weekend during the Christmas and New Year bonanza coming up on AFON. Well, it's the Oracle, and once again, thanks to my guest, analyst Ivan Musto.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas, and see you hopefully as we look forward to the end of the year. Bye for now.
Quickly out of the blocks and very quickly into the lead. Another flick from Sanchez. And now Walcott, who can run away from them. Flynn trying to buy him a bit of time. Ozil, It's splendid from Arsenal, and Manchester United in a real mess at the moment.
Arsenal are rampant. United can't get near them.